Boy, oh boy, look at this about Cyraxx. Born 1991. And just look at all this right here. Boy, the internet really got you. You search up this name, Chance Wilkins, on Google, and this is what they're going to reveal about him. Look at this. Look at it. You know what, Cyraxx? You better holler at EDP 445 and change your name, because EDP 445, he changed his name and didn't really do no good. But it looks like to me, man, you gonna probably have to change your name to something else. But even if you change your name, even if you change your name, it's not gonna make the things you caused in the past. It doesn't mean it's gonna disappear. It's always gonna stick with you. But look at this. Ain't no way he gonna get a job, man. Ain't no way. They look you up, man. Man, if they look you up, this is what they're gonna pull right here about you. So he really got no chance of really getting a full-time job unless it's somebody that he knows, somebody that might be friends with him, or somebody he might know in his family, or might know Sally or Ed. They probably might look past that and maybe still hire him. But he ain't no way he really gonna get a full-time job working at McDonald's or Walmart or Target. Ain't no way. The only job he's able to do is doing side jobs like raking leaves or working on cars. And we know he doesn't know how to work on cars, but he would have to work under the table kind of jobs, because ain't no way he can really be full-time employed. Ain't no way. So Cyraxx saying that he's on the road of recovering. Cyraxx, didn't you say this before, man? Didn't you say that you done said this over 100 times, saying that you're recovering from this and you're seeking the help? Like, we seen this movie plenty of times, Cyraxx. We all seen this movie before, because you're scared and you think coming on here talking and you think it's going to persuade people. That's all Cyraxx is doing. He's just looking for sympathy. That's all he's doing. He's looking for sympathy. He wants somebody to feel sorry for him. Oh, you poor little goblin. That was a horrible thing that happened to you. That is so messed up what those people put you through on the internet and your real life. That is so horrible. He's looking for something like that. He's looking for that kind of sympathy from people. He ain't going to get it. He ain't going to get it. The only sympathy that you're probably most likely going to get is only from Sally, and that's it. And maybe Ed, but Ed don't even really mess with you like that. But Sally's like the only one that's pretty much show you sympathy. Ain't nobody else on the internet gonna show you sympathy. If they is, they an idiot. They're an idiot or a buddy troll sucking up to you because they know you're an easy target. And what else did you say, Cyraxx? You said that you was battling demons in human forms, and you said that you was Satan's play toy or something, chewing toy or whatever. You said something like that, and I have to agree with you on that. Yeah, yeah, the devil was playing with you. You was Satan's play toy. He knew that you was easy. He knew that you would take the bait, and you did. And you sit there and said, like, "Oh yeah, man, they got under my skin and this and that." You just now figuring this out, Cyraxx. Because I think we heard this BS before. I think we all heard this before of you claiming that you just now realizing that. So let me get this. So let's get something straight, Cyraxx. You mean to tell me that it took you 5 or 6 years to figure out what was really going on? It took you that long to figure it out. You know, if it had been somebody like me or anybody else that was going through the drama as long as you did, they would have done it. Probably would have took them a year or maybe 6 months or a year for them to realize, like, you know what, these people is just using me as entertainment. I got to stop giving these people what they want. I'm raging. I'm going to their panel, cursing and raging, and that's what they want. They want me to rage. It would took somebody like a year to finally come to their senses and realize that, these people are playing me. They're just using me for entertainment purpose. But in your case, Cyraxx, it took you, what, 5 or 6, 7 years straight for you to finally realize it, though? Really, Cyraxx? I like to see you try to tell the judge that. I like to see you explain that to the judge. You see, Cyraxx all his life, he's always been gaining. He's always get sympathy from people because he's mentally handicapped, and I guess all his life he's been getting sympathy from people from school. His school teachers probably was giving him sympathy. I don't know. I could have sworn that there was one video. And I think Cyraxx said that one of his school teachers said that Cyraxx suffered from retardations or something. There's a video like that out there. But I don't know, Cyraxx. I don't see what you think you're going to gain from shutting down the troll community. And I'm not trying to stop you, and I'm not telling you to stop, but what do you think you're going to accomplish by trying to shut down the troll community? It's already out there about you, man. You're just wasting your time. Talking about said that my main goal is to try to shut down the troll community on Facebook and this and that. See what I'm saying? Worrying about the wrong things, that's his problem. He always sit there and he worries about the wrong things. Instead of trying to get his life together, you just told on yourself right there that you're not on recovery. You're not on the speed of recovery. Because if you was on the road of recovery, you wouldn't brought up the troll community. But you still insist on wanting to shut down the troll community. Cyraxx, you know for a fact that you was all over the internet. There is nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Just like when you got caught. When you got caught by a decoy because you're trying to blame it on Marty, talking about Marty and them set me up. Yeah, you know what? If he set you up, good, he set you up. Because he exposed you for who you really are. Good. You know what? I'm not mad at Marty. I'm not mad at him. If he set you up and he got you to confess that you have an obsession over children, I'm not mad at that. Who would want to be mad at someone that exposed someone that's having an obsession over children? Marty was just doing God's work, exposing you for who you really are. And you know what? I'm not mad at him. Again, I'm not mad at Marty for what he did. You know something, Cyraxx? You can sit there and you can try to spin this any way you want. You can put all the blame on Marty, saying that she used her daughter to set me up. Let me ask you a question, Cyraxx. Let me ask you a real simple question. Because, a 7-year-old child or 8-year-old child can probably easily answer this question. But let me ask you this question, Cyraxx. If you ran a business, you're the owner, and you decide to hire some people. You got managers there. You got people working for you. You're the boss. So one day you decide to go to your office and you decide to look on your surveillance camera and you see your employees that you hired stealing from you. So you got them on camera stealing. What are you going to do, Cyraxx? Are you going to fire them? Yes or no? I could easily answer that for you. You will basically fire them. If you caught them on your surveillance camera stealing from you and you're the boss, you're going to fire them. They got caught red-handed stealing. Okay? It's no different, Cyraxx, when they got you on text confessing that you're going to do these things. You're going to do inappropriate things with a minor, whether it was a decoy or not. They got you admitting that. They got you. So how are you going to sit there and argue with that? How are you going to sit there and try to spin that argument, man? You got caught, bro. There's nothing you can say. You could come on here and say, yeah, I messed up, and yeah, they set me up. That's what all PDFs do. When PDFs get caught and they get busted, just like Chris Hinton says, every time when these people get caught, they always try to play the victim. They always try to spin it. They always try to feel like that they got set up, it was entrapment, and this and that. When really, they the ones that sat there and confessed to these things. You know what I'm saying? They the one that sit there and confess that they want to do nasty and disgusting, inappropriate things with children. Oh, you guys made me did that. You guys set me up and this and that. Nobody's made you say those things. Nobody didn't. But that's what these PDF does. They don't want to take responsibility on what they did, but you know what they do? They can easily point at other people and say that it was their fault and it was entrapment. They good for that. They good for that because that's guiltiness. That is straight up guilt. That is guilt. No one put a gun to your head. No one had a knife to your throat and made you say these things. He just, you know what I'm saying? He just, you know, said people like that. And that's why people don't respect you, Cyraxx. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you come on here and confess to your mistakes or not. When you get caught being a PDF, when you get caught confessing or wanting to do disgusting, inappropriate things with children, there's no coming back from that. You see what EDP 445 went through. He still haven't been able to bounce back from that. And that's been about 3 or 4 years or 5 years. People still calling him a PDF. So no matter what you say, no matter what you do, people's not going to forget. They're not going to forget. There's no coming back from that. But they look at it and be like, well, it's not like that. I went over to her house and laid in the bed with the minors. No, I didn't do none of that. All it was just text. Doesn't matter, bro. You confessed to it and saying that you would do these nasty things with children. Because a real normal human being would look at that as disgusting and very disturbing. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? People like Cyraxx, they just like to play the victim and they want to point the fingers at everybody else like it's everybody's fault. You know, if you was any man, Cyraxx, you will, you know what I'm saying? If you was any kind of a man and went out and found you a job somewhere before all this got bad, you wouldn't be dealing with all this stuff going at your house. You wouldn't be dealing with people driving by your house using drones or dropping paint on your roof or trying to set your grandma's car on fire or banging on your windows or you getting knocked out. Maybe if you was more of a man and already had your job, you don't had your own place. You wouldn't be dealing with this. But you put yourself in that position. And now you want to get out of it. Now you can't handle it no more. Ain't no way a guy like Cyraxx can live with me. All that damn fussing and yelling and playing loud music. Man, I would have done beat the F out of this dude. Like, real talk, man. I would have done murked Cyraxx by now. Because it ain't no way, man. It ain't no way that you can have someone like Cyraxx stand with you, not cleaning up behind himself, staying up 12 or 1 o'clock at night arguing with a bunch of random people. He doesn't clean up his urine when he goes in the bathroom. He urinates all over the toilet and don't clean up behind himself. Oh no, buddy, you gotta go, buddy. You gotta go. You gotta get to packing. You gotta go. And like I said in my other videos, man, Sally might well go ahead and take insurance out on you. Because I don't really think you're going to make it to 40 years old at this rate. I really don't think he's going to make it to 40. You know? But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for now. I'm going to go ahead and clock in for work. But we're going to see what else lame excuse that he's going to be saying next, people. That all he does is just yap, 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 and just say the same thing over and over. It's like him riding a Ferris wheel. It's like riding a Ferris wheel. He just going around in circles, on repeat, round and round. Anyway, let me go ahead and clock in for work. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.